from the Warriors talking week?
No, not that I know of. I have not spoken with anybody, and I haven't seen Bob this morning. But I would assume I would know if anyone from our organization had spoken with the league.
Do you expect to?
Oh yeah, I'm sure they'll call.
Do you have any idea of the timetable?
No.
Are you preparing in this practice with that potential in mind at all?
First of all, we're not really going to practice. We're going to watch the team, and we will prepare as a staff. I mean, we'll talk about all the possibilities, but we'll just see what happens.
When you went back and saw it again, did it change your opinion on?
No. You watch this league, people flail all the time trying to draw fouls, and in my opinion, and I've seen Draymond do this a lot. He goes up, he gets bumped. It was a minor foul. Adams kind of hit him here. He tried to sell it. He kicked his leg up. To me, it's no different from Westbrook kicking his legs out on the threes when he feels like there's contact. Guys do it to try to sell contact. Obviously, the issue is he got him in the wrong place, and it was unfortunate, but I don't think there was any intent behind it, so I don't think he'll be suspended.
The fact that
you know the answer
Yeah.
before, right? Against a big front line, an athletic front line, yeah, that'd be tough.
you
Did
think
you
the
talk
fact,
to Draymond at all about this?
Yeah, a little bit.
The intention, he has no intention.
Yeah, it's just like he told you guys.
Does it, I mean, even if you believe that he had no intention, does he have to kind of just be extra vigilant because this has happened twice and there could be?
I don't understand the argument that this has happened twice.
Well, the other one where he came on the runner and he hit
Yeah,
him.
but he went up for a shot.
Yeah.
I mean, if I don't think you can equate the two. When you go up for a shot and a guy's challenging, that happens all the time.
Yeah.
So this is not like everyone's saying he did this twice. I don't agree with that.
Right.
So does he have to be careful? I guess now people are watching for him or whatever, but I don't really know how I should respond to that. He's just going to play. He's going to be himself, and we'll see what happens.
Steve, what did Tony Brothers say to you that caused you to kind of lose it there? What was the information he was relaying?
Do you mean when that play happened?
While they were reviewing it, it looked like he came over and said something to you, and then you kind of went nuts.
Honestly, I don't remember. I kind of went nuts a few times in the first half.
See, this is a ton of free throws, and that's not something that you guys normally do. Is it their aggressiveness or passivity or combination?
Combination.
Yeah.
I mean, we did the same thing in game one. We fouled them, I think, 15. We got 15 free throws in the third quarter.
Yeah.
Last night, 25 in the first half. That's on us. I mean, you can't beat this team giving them so many easy points because they're going to be hard enough to defend in the half court.
Steve, when you guys are taking bad shots, as you say, or quick shots, I mean, how do you correct that? Are there certain play, sets you get into, or do you just say, hey, don't do that?
It's more watching the film and realizing the repercussions of quick shots that lead to transition. Quick shots where we don't have floor balance. All of a sudden, you've got 3-on-1. You're not going to win that battle. So I thought the last 5 minutes of the half, our shot selection went south big time. It was 40-40. We had climbed our way back in the game by moving the ball, by getting good shots, by playing good defense. And then the last 5 minutes, it was a combination of bad shots and transition for them and a lot of fouling as well.
Steve, how would you compare the down 1-2 to the situations that you faced last season?
Pretty much exactly the same. You're down 2-1. You're in a hole. You've got to win on the road. So it's the same feeling.
Is Oklahoma City the best?
They're good. I mean, they're really good. Every team presents a different challenge, and they're the most talented team that we've faced over the last couple of years for sure. And but our outlook is it's 2-1, so we need to win a game on their home floor, and if we do that, we're in really good shape. So that's our intent.
Steve, you worked on that. Is
that is bothering you different than other than having less work?
You've worked on that 2 years now, not taking that for you guys to get away from it.
I think falling behind, I think guys are so competitive, they want to do it by themselves. They want to, help us, get right back in with a couple of big shots, when the reality is over the course of 48 minutes, you have to move the ball, you have to be patient, especially against their length and athleticism. And the quick shots against this team, there's two problems. One is that their length and athleticism, they're probably going to be able to challenge a quick shot because you haven't made the move at all. And then two, you're vulnerable in transition. So both those things hurt us last night.
Have there been times when you've been able to, in the course of the game?
Say that again?
Have there been times when you've been able to fix that with a timeout during the course of the game, and are there other times when, for some reason, it's been more?
Fix what? The quick shots?
Fix the quick shots.
Yeah. I thought we did a good job in the first half of game one. And then most of game two, we did well. And, like I said, first quarter and a half last night, we weren't bad. We fell behind early, but we kind of expected that surge that they gave us in the first quarter with their crowd behind them. We got right back in it. So we were right where we needed to be. We kind of lost our focus there the last 5 minutes of the quarter, and then lost us.
You haven't seen your small end yet. What was going on in that matchup? Maybe their small group.
Exactly what I just mentioned. More transition defense and lack of execution offensively that led to some of those transition moves.
Steve.
One thing Sean said was you guys can fall to quick shots. It's because you got great shot makers.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's something that's a constant battle. I know you guys can make it, but sometimes you need to move the ball.
And we always walk a fine line in this team between bad shots and, all right, we can make that because we've got Steph and Clay. And part of who we are is we're explosive and we can come down. And I don't necessarily want to make 10 passes every possession. If we can get one pass and a good shot, that's great. And watching the tape last night, I didn't feel like this was rampant throughout the game. I thought it was more in the last 5 minutes of the half when the lead went from like 8 to 25.
Steve, when you talk about getting hours that for this team, and also how surprising is it given the situation? I think one of the guys mentioned he told him, "Hey, it's the Western Conference Finals."
Yeah, it is the West Finals. It's a reminder again of how hard it is to win a championship. We felt it last year. Cleveland outcompeted us the first few games of that series. We had to turn up our effort in terms of loose balls, long rebounds, that kind of stuff. And we did. But it can happen sometimes. Both teams, especially when you get to this stage, both teams are going to be really talented. Both teams are going to have star players, potential to explode. And so a lot of times it's one or two possessions that you don't get things done that you need to get done. The tide can turn, especially on the road. So we've got to play the full 48. We've got to play every possession.
Steve, regardless of in the floor play, whatever, there's across the league there seems to be a lot of guys the last few years getting hit in the balls a lot more.
I like the way you said
that. We're all adults here. What's going on? What's caused that? Do you have any?
It's a competitive game. I was doing TV 2 years ago when Serge clocked Blake Griffin on an offensive rebound. He punched him, and there was frustration. And those two have gotten into it over the years. I know. Reggie Evans and Cayman Islands. It's a competitive game. Guys are talking trash out there. It's high level intensity. There's frustration, and as I said, there's also a lot of flailing, a lot of flopping. This league is rampant with guys flailing arms and legs trying to draw fouls. Every game you watch, people are doing that, and sometimes that can lead to contact. So it's all part of it.
Do you agree that it's more than when you played? You think?
No.
You saw this
Yeah.
when you played.
Yeah. The balls were not off limits. The balls were within the confines of that area.
You don't love talking about possible lineup changes, but you think he moved the starting lineup. I guess I answered that before. Yeah, I did.
If you want to speculate, you can speculate.
As someone who doesn't cover the Warriors all the time, it looked like Draymond Green kind of Draymond, or does he need to maybe tone it down and refocus a little bit?
He needs to refocus a little bit. He'll admit it. It was not one of his best games, and in fact, it was one of his worst. So the great thing with Draymond is he always turns it around. He's one of the great competitors that we have in the league, that we have on our team. And when things aren't looking great, he usually plays his best.
Usually minus 23 for anybody.
No, yeah, that was quite a stat. All right.